Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, ayy. But you're perfect to me. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, ayy. But you're perfect. You're riding and I. It's like, nah, I ain't gonna get into it. Sometimes you gotta have some fun sometimes, you feel me? But yeah, nobody's perfect, man. I mean, we all make our mistakes, right? But it's pointless to make mistakes if you're not gonna learn from them, right? It's a blessing in every lesson if you're going about things the right way, right? You don't want to just be out here just making mistakes, doing dumb shit, just being careless. Nah, you want to have divine purpose. You want to have intent behind every action. Now, if you mess up, right? If you make a mistake, if you do something that's kind of counterproductive, it's okay, right? Because that's how you learn. Nobody learns by being perfect. You can't learn anything if you don't go through your trials, if you don't go through adversity, if you don't mess up, if you don't F up. You can't learn, you can't fix the situation, you can't get better, you can't get stronger, right? You can't develop. And that's just how it is. Now, don't let not being perfect be an excuse to just live a carefree life and to be careless and YOLO. Nah, that's a bad attitude to have. You don't want to just be out here just doing whatever you want to do, right? It's a divine order, right? We have to go by a specific law that God has for us. Because at the end of the day, He loves us and He doesn't want us to go through unnecessary BS. At the end of the day, that's why you have the things like the 10 Commandments. He got the 7 deadly sins. That's something that we should avoid, right? He has the abominations. It's for our protection, right? A lot of people get that ish misconstrued, but it's because the devil, he knows how to make the things that are harmful to us seem very pleasing, right? He knows how to make things that are bad for us seem very good for us. That he's a deceptive being, right? He's great at deception. He makes everything look fine and dandy. It's, right? He made that apple look very good to Eve until she bit that. You feel me? So, and that's what he does with us. He tempts us in the most perfect way, right? He deceives us so greatly by the words, by just making things look better than it seems, better than it appears, right? So we just gotta keep that in mind of how the devil works, right? But nobody's perfect. You're going to make your mistakes on your path. You're going to make mistakes, right? That's something that you can't avoid, right? You shouldn't get too down on yourself, right? We all make mistakes. Everybody's not perfect. Everybody's going through their trials. Everybody's going through their tribulations. Everybody's going through their adversities. Everybody had a lot of pitfalls, a lot of situations where they were down and out. It's how you respond. It's how you react. If you get knocked down, are you going to get back up or are you going to stay down, right? At that point, you can't. If you stay down, you can't blame nobody else but yourself. And that's just facts, right? So it's all about how we respond. It's all about how we react to things. And we have the power of free will, right? It's in our actions. It's in our actions. So we can't be letting things like making mistakes and things not going our way as an excuse to just quit or to give up or to just do whatever we want and just have that effort attitude. You feel me? Like, nah, you got to be more accountable. It's no excuse. We all go through things, right? It's no excuse. At the end of the day, it's how bad you want it. You got to want it for yourself. And yeah, a lot of people aren't going to understand your walk because we all have different walks. You shouldn't expect everybody to understand your walk. You shouldn't expect everybody to understand your purpose. You shouldn't expect everybody to understand your relationship with God. We all have different relationships. God talks to us and everybody differently. It's things that he put in my ear, and if I go and tell it to that person, they might not understand because he got something. Either they don't have a relationship with God, or God's talking to them differently, right? And I've learned that the hard way. You know, I tell certain people my dreams or aspirations or what I want to do, and they looking at me like, what? Like, you're full of yourself, or you're crazy, or you ain't gonna do that. Like, So it's just how it be. Not everybody's gonna understand, but like I said, you gotta be willing to fix the mistakes. You gotta be willing to make mistakes. As long as you're doing the right thing, though, right? That's the catch. You don't want to just be out here just making dumb, stupid mistakes, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not in alignment. You're not on your path, right? It's one thing making mistakes, but you're on the right path, than being on the wrong path and you're making mistakes. That's two different things, right? It's two different types of mistakes. So if you're making mistakes, just make sure you're on the right path and you're doing what you're ordained to do, right? And that you're doing the right things by yourself. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna be perfect. Playing the cameras. Nobody's gonna be perfect. You just gotta stay at it, stay with it, and stay focused. Don't let the mistakes get to you, because they're supposed to, right? At the end of the day, it's supposed to make you better. Hello.
Hey.
At the end of the day, it's supposed to make you better. So keep striving, keep pushing. God got you, man. God got us. All right. So I'm just gonna leave y'all with that. You already know who it is. If it's KDG, salute.